are in listen-only mode.
Hello once again, everybody. This is Rich with High Percent Trading, and I wanted to show the Oracle Trader trade setups today for Thursday, February 28th, 2018. We're going to go through all 8 of the currencies here. The first one is the 6A. That's the Australian dollar. Today, our projected daily trend was down in the 6A. Again, this is our predicted sell area for the day. This is our predicted buy area for the day. And the Oracle Auto Trader, which is set to filter the market and take, in this case, short trades in the gold zone. The gold zone is from this gold band up to here. And then if we were to break out below, also on the breakout below. So these are the Oracle Auto Trader setups today. Short entry here and here, and again you can see it was a great trade. It sold off and closed right on the session lows. For some of you who like manual trading, this was the manual trade setup here, and this was also a manual trade setup here as we went through here. But again, this is the Auto Trader here in 6A, and you can see actually as we speak, we've gotten into the next day's session now, and it's actually short again on the Aussie dollar as it continues weak. All right, so that's the Aussie. Let's move on, take a look at the pound next. All right, this is the British pound. Again, British pound on Wednesday the 28th. Trend was down. It was pretty weak throughout most of the session up until around 4 a.m. Pacific. Could not really even rally above the gold band, and then it broke. Below here, the Auto Trader signaling short entries here, here, and here. Once we break below the band, then what we usually follow is going to be the red or magenta arrows. So these were the trade setups as it moved progressively lower and actually ended up, on the low of the day. Just a heads up for tomorrow in the session, because of the magnitude of the move, the Oracle Trader is predicting a fairly compressed day of trading tomorrow for the pound. Trend is still down again for the next day session, which already has started. And this is the projected sell area. So that's our pound. Some nice trades, I think 3 or 4 very nice short trades as it moved lower, including the breakout. Here's our Canadian dollar from Wednesday the 28th. Again, the daily trend was down coming into the session, just like a couple of the others that had a hard time rallying, couldn't really get above the gold band, and then as we moved lower, broke out to the downside through the projected buy band, and never looked back. Very nice trade, closing again slightly off the bottoms, and then as we speak, it's continuing lower for the next session. But that's the Canadian dollar. One trade setup on the Auto Trader, that occurring around 7:38, 7:39 Pacific time today. Here's our 6E, the euro currency for today's trade. Now the interesting thing is, again, just like the other currencies, our predicted daily trend was down today. However, the Oracle Trader was basically warning you, based on the shading of this area, the background plus this text over here, that we're looking very good potentials for just a compressed, fairly narrow range day. And early on, again, it set up the short trade signals here and here. That is a gold zone trade. We continued lower, came down and checked our projected buy band, came within a couple ticks of it, and then eventually broke one more time here to end up pretty much right in the projected buys. You can see, unlike the other currencies, which broke and continued lower, the Oracle Trader was warning you that in the 6E anyway, you can expect a fairly narrow range compressed day, and that's exactly what it did. So again, you had a nice setup here, came down and checked the projected buy area here, and then this would have resulted in one more trade setup if a trader had not finished up and met their goals for the day. And as you can see now, this trade didn't work out. Not every trade does. Nothing's infallible. But this only resulted in about a 6 to 7 tick loss if you were trading it through here and then back up through the band, you're out. Okay, that's the 6E. As we speak again, just like the other currencies, for tomorrow's session, the projected trend again is down, and it is trading in the lower part of its projected range for tomorrow. That's the 6E. Here's its cousin, the dollar index. And of course, the dollar index is, I believe, 49% comprised of the 6E, and then the other percentages on the yen, the Swiss, the pound, and one other. And again, just like the euro, the Oracle Trader was warning that today's movement in all probability is going to be a compressed type day, not a big range. You can see early on it basically looked to take a long trade here off the open. Now, because it is the corollary, the projected trend today in the dollar index was up. And we came up, we tested the projected sell area a couple of times and then eventually broke out one more time through the upside. This is a breakout trade. This auto trader is set to take both the gold zone trades and breakout trades. So this is the initial trade entry here, and then a gold zone entry. I'm sorry, a breakout entry here. For a nice little run on a scalp, but no big runner. Nothing like occurred down here. So that's the dollar. But again, the good heads up on this was it was telling you to be careful of the range today because we were expecting more of a compressed type movement. Now here's the Japanese yen from today on Wednesday, and again the yen also, its projected daily trend was down. And as you can see, the first trade really did not amount to much, just a small profit and then a stop out if you had tried to have a runner or a trailer. But the second trade resulted in a nice trade back to the gold band. The third trade, again, a fairly nice profit. And then the fourth trade right up here, right at the top here, right into the projected sell area for the session, and a nice pullback. And then here's the real nice thing about this, and I tell all the traders that you've got to be a complete trader, even though we were looking for a down day, projected down day. Don't ignore the fact that when we break out above our projected highs or projected lows, that there's a reason for that. Fundamentally, something's changing for the day. There could be news events, there could be world events, economic, whatever. Take advantage of that. Don't fight it. And that was the breakout trade that it took now to the upside. So again, this trader is set to trade the gold zone, which was here, and then the breakout, which was here. And then as we continued to go through the session, it took a couple of more trade setups here on retraces as we came down. So all in all, I think there was only maybe one trade that didn't produce a really good profit, but the rest of them very nice. And again, as we speak, we're moving pretty much sideways right now. And believe it or not, our projected daily trend in the yen for tomorrow's session is down. And this is our projected sell area up here. So again, that's the yen. It's a very nice trading. I always like it when you can get 2 or 3 or 4 nice short trades in, and then the market flips the other way, and you take advantage of that through the trader. Now, as promised, I said I would go through all of them. Not many of you trade this. In fact, some of you may not even be aware of it, but this is the Mexican peso traded over on the CME, and these are actually for the last 2 days. The peso's not nearly as active as the other ones, but still, the Oracle and the Oracle Trader work extremely well on it. Over on Tuesday, we had our projected daily trend down. You can see that that's all it did. It came up to our projected sell area and pretty much collapsed. And again, this was the auto trade setup here. And then today, same thing. We were on a projected daily downtrend. There was an auto trade set up right here as we came down, and the manual traders actually were able to get short in this area earlier if they were trading it. Tomorrow's session on the yen is, because of this yellow background, it's giving a warning to expect an expanded session tomorrow. I'm sorry, did I say yen? In the peso. So tomorrow in the peso, it's warning expect more of an expanded movement tomorrow in the peso, and this is our projected sell area. This is our projected buy area. Okay, let's look at our last one, and that's the Swiss franc. Okay, lastly, here's the Swiss franc from today on Wednesday, and just like most of the other equities, most of the other currencies, our projected daily trend was down. Swiss was very weak. We couldn't even mount a rally above the gold band today. The trader took a real nice short setup here. And then again, as we broke below our projected buy area, stayed weak, and then triggered another series of shorts in here. Of course, the first one is always the one that you want to try to follow here if you're trading. Now again, as we continue into the next day's session, our projected daily trend again on the Swiss is down. I've gone ahead and I'll also bring up the site in a minute, but if you're interested in this, if you haven't already taken a free trial or if you're not a member, again, you can visit the website here at www.hypercenttrading.com. You can request a 7-day free trial with this link, and you can contact us via email at this link. So again, please feel free to take the 7-day trial if you have not done so, or if you're interested in becoming a member or seeing more of this, you can contact us through these addresses. Again, if you go to the website at that address, www.hypercenttrading.com, there's a contact us form. You can go ahead and just click on that. It'll bring it up. Just put in some information and we can get back to you. Also, as I indicated, you can hit the free trial tab or come to the home page. What I didn't mention is the Oracle and the Oracle Trader actually analyzes and trades over 50 different futures instruments right now. So if you're following this, or if you have been following this at all, you can see that it's very robust and produces some really great setups day in and day out. So thanks for watching. We'll continue to try to follow up with various segments of the market each day if we can, time permitting, but thanks for watching, and please join us. We would love to have you in there so you can see the power of these indicators and this trader day in and day out. So thanks again. Have a nice remaining day or evening, depending on where you're at, and hope to see you soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye now. Bye-bye.